I just want to make a quick video here. Aquasana versus Ewater. Here what you're looking at is I cut open a used Ewater filter, and this is a cut open used Aquasana filter. As you can see here, I don't know if the video is kind of shitty, sorry about that, but we still got some of the activated carbon not used, and then the gold specs when you order from Aquasana and eHarmony, sometimes they're in the box in the little plastic. You see them, if you shake it, it'll come out. So I actually had a few, maybe, I don't know, I can't even tell, maybe another month's worth of filtrage in this one, even though my Aquasana filters, I've actually never I've never actually changed them every 6 months. I've always waited an actual year. This is probably about 8 months of filtrage. So this is the Ewater one. Now the Ewater one sells for $100 around, $109 on their website, and the Aquasana sells for $49.95 or $50 around there. And if you get on their 6 month, every 6 months, it's actually a really good deal. It drops down to 40 something. You save 20%, and that's actually the better deal. However, I've never noticed after 6 months of use that the filter has stopped working or that my skin becomes irritant. I do have sensitive skin, and this is why I use these the Aquasana filter. And then I noticed that my dad actually had bought the Ewater, and I said, well, you know what, let me look at this filter. It looks exactly the same, and sure enough, they both fit the system. The actual the shower head system, they both actually fit. So I said, you know what, when we're done, let's cut them open and let me come over and let me just see what the difference is. And now I've worked with media before, and this media, unfortunately, it is wet, so it's hard to tell, but you can tell there's actually a two-stage. I mean, Aquasana on their website shows the diagram and says that they have a two-stage filter, and which is true. There's foam here. I don't know if you can really tell, but there's foam here at the bottom. Water comes down and filters through this stage, and then there's a little felt separating the second stage filter. So because they're both wet, they are both discolored. So that's leading me to believe that it is a different type of media in here. Activated carbon on the top and probably something a little different at the bottom. Now, Ewater is more vague in their description of what they're using. They just use words like, it filters and enhances, and it's like, well, what are you selling me here for an extra $100? Even though they boast 12 months to 15 months, where Aquasana is saying, no, every 6 months you should change it, even though it's half the price. So it technically comes out to the same thing. So what's the deal? And unfortunately, I don't know why the Ewater site, just doesn't explain himself, because I've seen him on I've read stuff on the internet where he defends himself, but at the same time, he's not explaining anything. He's not saying, well, listen, due to manufacturing, I mean, it makes sense. Due to manufacturing, we're going to go to the same company, just like Aquasana, and maybe he's actually getting his filters from Aquasana, but, because, I mean, look, where's it? He's just literally putting his sticker on it, and it's the same filter. It's the same filter, except they just put their Ewater sticker on it, where Aquasana doesn't put anything, because you're getting it from them, but it does say made in USA on the top. And when you buy the package, it does say, the box does say Aquasana replacement made in the USA, and then somewhere where made by, here you go, made by Aquasana. So I mean, legally, I think they're not allowed to say that if they're not making it, unless they're changing the filter. So they're pretty much the same, except one thing. Again, I would have to wait till this completely dries and run a test to see if the media is actually different. I can tell by the discoloration of both. It's hard to tell in this video. The lighting is crappy. I'm really sorry about that. But I can tell by both that there is two different medias. Whether they're the same or not, I don't know. But they do have the felt in the middle for the separation and the felt at the bottom. So they are built quite the same, except the Ewater actually has, let me pull this out, this is a magnet. They have a magnet on the top and the bottom. They have a magnet on the top and the bottom. I don't know if you can see that clicking here. Well, no, that won't stick to that. I'm stupid. Yeah, but there's another magnet here. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Just pop together. There's show you it's a magnet. I'll just put it there and look. There you go. Sorry, I'm looking through my camera here. I can't see the section, but yeah, this is a magnet. So they flip together like that. So, I mean, magnets, I know, have been used in filtration. Maybe they're picking up more metals in the water. Maybe that's why they can boast a better Maybe your skin might actually be softer because there actually is more being filtered. Maybe these magnets are helping activate more of the carbon. I'm not really sure exactly why, and it's not like they explain it. I mean, if they would just explain it on the website, but maybe that's why. So basically, maybe that's why they're kind of vague about it. I don't know, like just why not show? I mean, on Aquasana, on the website, you can clearly see a diagram of how the filter works, and that's what customers kind of, the consumer, that's what we want. We want to see what product and how you're selling it, not just like, hey, use my product. And even though they both have Aquasana and Ewater both have 100% money back guarantee, if you're not satisfied with the product, but you're paying $100 for a filter and that you have to change 12 to 15 months versus Aquasana, $50 roughly, if unless they want you to get on their plan, $50 every 6 months. So, I don't know who's the lesser, I don't want to say lesser of two evils, but you got one company that's cheaper, but they want you to change it every 6 months, even though I have never changed my filters every 6 months. This is actually 8 months, and you can see there's still dry activated carbon still not used in here, which I was pretty surprised to see and thankful. I actually only changed the filters when I noticed my skin starting to get a bit drier. Anyways, yeah, so here you go. Ewater. The only difference that I can see through this, cutting it open, which was a pain in the butt, is 2 magnets versus the Aquasana. Here, let's give you a better look at this, so just so you guys know, it actually is an Aquasana filter. We just changed the filters. That's Aquasana, no magnets, unless they forgot. Maybe this was a model that they forgot to put the magnets in. I don't know. They don't say on their site that they do put magnets, but neither does Ewater. Ewater doesn't explain anywhere, and if there is, please somebody tell me where I can find this information. But they have 2 magnets in their filters, and I'm really not doing this. I didn't put these magnets there. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that they're good. I just, I know that magnets, having read other stuff, do help with certain things or advance, or maybe it's helping activate the carbon. Maybe that's why Ewater says you don't have to backwash, because all the carbon's being stuck to the magnets, and they don't want when it's being activated. I don't know, but that's it. There you go. Ewater, it's got the magnets. You're paying an extra $50. Aquasana, no magnets, and you're paying $50 every 6 months versus $100 every 12 to 15 months, as they recommend. But I can say that I've been using Aquasana filters for a year, and I've never changed them. And this is about 8 months. And again, this is still activated carbon that I could have used, and I'm kind of, well, at least now I know. So yeah, that's it. Maybe some of you find this helpful. There's been a lot of discussion on the net. I just wanted to bring some light to this, and that's it. So yeah, so Ewater and Aquasana. There you go, guys.